Good morning, children. This is A. Manoj Kumar. Welcome to social class. We have been discussing about Europe. In this session, I am going to explain the climate of Europe, distance from the equator, especially Europe point of view I am talking. So, European distance from the equator, then the Atlantic Ocean flowing adjacent to Europe. Regarding that also we are going to discuss. Then Westerlies, kind of winds blowing towards Europe, how much useful to these winds, how much advantage Europe getting through these winds, then warm ocean currents, all those topics we are going to cover in this session. So before going to this topic, now I will show you Europe map. So if you observe the Europe map, then you can easily handle you easily understand the topic. Okay. If I ask you, find out the directions of India, how you will find out? Sir, east side, seven sisters are existed, sir. West side, Gujarat is existed. North side, Himalayas are existed. That means Jammu, Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, okay, na Punjab. These are all northern states of India. Then southern states are Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. If you come down southern states, Indian Ocean is flowing, sir. Like that directions you are point out. Same like that, European directions also you will find out. This is east side of Europe. This is west side of Europe. This is north side of Europe. This is south side of Europe. The major country existed in east side is Russia. Here, west side, if you see, then here Great Britain is existed. Then Portugal, Spain, France, Germany. So different countries are existed. Atlantic Ocean is flowing in this side. Isn't it or not? Atlantic Ocean is flowing west side of Europe. That also remember. So here Mediterranean Sea is flowing. If you go down Mediterranean Sea, African continent is existed. Then here Arctic Ocean is flowing. North side Arctic Ocean is flowing. These are the boundaries of Europe. Understood? I think so. East side Russia, west side Atlantic Ocean, then south side Mediterranean Sea, then north side Arctic Ocean existed. Then come to our lesson, climate of Europe. Now we will discussing about climate. If I ask you the climate of India, what you will say? Sir, we have warmer conditions, sir. Okay, now like that you will say. Temperatures are a little bit high, like that you will say. But temperatures are, okay, now especially we are talking about Europe, there are, temperatures are cooler than us. See, Europe has a cooler climate than ours. Most of the countries experience snowfall in winter. Where in Europe? If you see India, if you see Asia, most of the countries not experiencing snowfall in winter. But almost all countries existed in Europe, especially in winter time, they are experiencing snowfall. Snow is falling in the winter time. Our winters are different from European winters. Isn't it or not? Our winters are different from European winters. See, distance, especially here, one more point I am going to explain is our winters, we have winter time, little bit cooler. But their warm days, very cooler than our winters. Sorry, summers. Our winters are little bit cooler, but their winters are snow is falling. Our summer season is very heavy temperatures are recording. European summer season is temperatures are a little bit low. We will comparing our winters with their summers. Do you understand? So distance from the equator. Distance from the equator. So the countries which are located in between equatorial regions, they are experiencing high temperatures. Their temperatures are heavy. High temperatures are recording in that place. Especially Europe is far away from the equatorial regions. That's why here temperatures are very less. See, the regions near the equator remain warm all around the year. If you wanted to talk about equatorial regions, their temperatures are very heavy all over the year. As we move northwards or southwards away from the equator, it gets cooler and cooler. If you go polar regions, then all through the year, these regions covered by the snow. Which regions? Polar regions. Do you understand? I think so. Okay, na. Especially if you start your journey towards, so far away from the equator or east side or west side, then temperatures are decreasing. Temperatures are decreasing. Then come to the Atlantic Ocean. I showed you where Atlantic Ocean is located. In the old map, again I will show Atlantic Ocean position. So this is old map. See, this is North America, this is South America, this is Europe, this is Africa. So as usual, this is Asia, this is Australia, Arctic, Antarctic. Okay, now. So if you see Europe, here which ocean is flowing? Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean shape is S. Which shape? S shape. These Atlantic Ocean impacting the weather conditions of Europe. Try to understand that point. Atlantic Ocean impacting the weather conditions of Europe. Okay, now. So here some bridges are blowing towards, that means Atlantic Ocean bridges are flowing, okay, then so moving, directing towards Europe. That's why Europe is impacting a lot. Here Mediterranean Sea is flowing, that Mediterranean Sea also impacting the Europe. Understood this one? Then come to point. The Atlantic Ocean. The climate of Europe influenced by another factor, the Atlantic Ocean. Just now I told you. Okay, now climate of Europe influenced by which ocean? Atlantic Ocean. Why? Atlantic Ocean adjacent to Europe. Okay, now that's why in common it is impacting more. So just now I told you the winds blowing from it. Atlantic Ocean winds blowing towards Europe. In the winter, it is quite cold in Western Europe. I showed you. In Western Europe, majorly which countries are existed? Britain, France, Portugal, Spain. These countries are existed. Eastern Europe, Russia is existed. Here see, in the winter, it is quite cold in Western Europe, but it is even colder in Eastern Europe. That means in Russia, cooler conditions, that means cool temperatures are recording when compared to the Western Europe. Where Russia is located in Eastern European region, Russia is existed. So where cool temperatures are existed when compared to the Western Europe, Eastern Europe temperatures are very less. Okay, na? So ice is freezing. That means water is freezing. Rivers are freezing. Okay, sea also freezing in that area. So countries like Poland and Russia have severe winters. Okay, now that means Poland and Russia located in which Europe? Yes, Eastern Europe. That's why these countries experiencing severe winters. Western countries like Great Britain, France, comparatively warmer. Why these countries are comparatively warmer? Tell me, anybody? Because Atlantic Ocean is nearer to these countries. So that means the ocean bridges are flowing towards these land areas. That's why so moderate temperatures are existed. Which countries are near to the coast? Atlantic coast. Do you understand? That's why when compared to the Eastern Europe, these Western European countries experiencing little less, okay na, that means little, okay na, warmer conditions prevailing in that particular areas when compared to Eastern Europe. Russian winters are so cold. We know, just now I explained you, Poland and Russia temperatures are very less. Even minus degrees temperatures are recording in that places. Russian winters are so cold that the rivers and even the nearby seas freeze. This does not happen in the countries of Western Europe along the sea coast. Okay, now I told you, in Western Europe conditions are warmer when compared to Eastern Europe. Do you understand? Then Westerlies. So what is this, or what is Westerlies? Westerlies is winds blow all the year round from the Atlantic Ocean towards Europe. Okay na? Then so winds blow all the year round from the Atlantic Ocean towards Europe. Since they blow from the west, these winds are called Westerlies. Okay na? So these winds are blowing from the west side. That's why the name itself given Westerlies. Westerlies, a kind of winds blowing towards, okay, Europe. Then now warm ocean currents. So already in previous classes you learned cold water currents and warm water currents. Warm water currents, warm ocean currents. Ocean in the water not static, we know that one. That means water is flowing. It is not a static in conditions. That means static in condition means not staying in one place. So thousands of kilometers water is moving, flowing. Isn't it or not? Tell me. So oceans in the water not static, flow for thousands of kilometers. One such ocean current is to be found in the Atlantic Ocean is, okay, now originates near the equator, that is a warm ocean current. So that means near to the Atlantic Ocean, one warm ocean current flowing. Where that warm ocean current is originating in equatorial region, that warm ocean current is originating and flowing towards the Europe and impacting the Western European climate a lot. That warm ocean current impacting the Western European climate a lot. Okay, na? Then under the impact of Westerlies advances towards the Europe, this current is called Gulf Stream. You know, first these warm ocean currents flow towards the north side of North America. You know where North American continent is existed. Okay na? So especially regarding warm ocean currents we are talking about. These warm ocean currents are, okay na, this is equatorial regions. Here these warm ocean currents are existing, then flowing towards the Europe, okay na, flowing towards the North American side due to the Westerlies winds. Then these water, okay na, hits Westerlies and flowing towards the Europe. Understood? I think so. First these warm ocean currents flowing towards North America, especially North America eastern side. Then Westerlies, that means west winds are pushing these warm ocean currents towards Europe. Then these warm ocean currents impacting Europe a lot. Understood? I think so. This current flows westwards to North America. Under the impact of Westerlies, advances towards Europe. These currents is called Gulf Stream in America. These warm ocean current is called as Gulf Stream in America. Do you understand? In Europe, it is called as North Atlantic Drift. North Atlantic Drift, Gulf Stream, both are warm ocean currents. Very important. Okay, na? Gulf Stream and North Atlantic Drift, both are warm ocean currents. Gulf Stream flowing near to the east coast of North America. These North Atlantic Drift flowing towards the west coast of Europe. Understood? I think so. Both are which currents? Warm ocean currents. Remember that one. The coastal waters of the east coast of North America and the west coast of Europe do not freeze. Thanks to Gulf Stream. Due to the Gulf Stream, these oceans, okay na, especially North America and the west coast of Europe, not at all these waters are freezing. If there is no warm ocean currents flowing in those regions, these water surely freezes. It is not possible to, okay na, travel on those waters. Now if you go and see these oceans, ships are going, trade is running all through the year, because due to these which Gulf streams, okay na, so warm ocean currents, this is possible, trade is possible in these regions. Understood, I think so. Especially in this session, what I explained you, climatic conditions of Europe I explained you. So cooler conditions prevailed in Europe, especially in winter they are experiencing snowfall. That topic I explained you. After that, from the equator, okay na, these European countries are far away, that's why temperatures are very less, okay na. When compared to the Eastern Europe, Western European countries experiencing warm conditions, that's why trade is possible, that ships are going and trade is possible in those regions. Afterwards, what I explained you, Atlantic Ocean is flowing, that is impacting a lot in Europe, that also we discussed. Afterwards, Westerlies winds, especially these Westerlies winds blowing towards western part, that's why it is called Westerlies. After that, warm ocean currents, especially in USA, these warm ocean currents are called Gulf Stream. In the eastern side of Europe, these are called North Atlantic Drift. Regarding that, we discussed up to now. Okay na? So everybody understood, I think so. So try to recollect all those information once again. Okay na? Then see the map. Particularly try to understand the map. If you understand the map, you easily understand the lesson. Thank you very much.